Foothill High School in Grass Valley, California. Touchdown Productions, Championship Television for the Foothills is proud to present the Grass Valley Recreation League Men's Volleyball Championships. Today, in your semifinal matches, we'll see the Flying Dogs versus Jim Ward Construction and Nevada County Gold versus the Barking Turtles. All coming up for you next on the Foothill Game of the Week. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sierra Foothill High School, the home of Grass Valley Recreation Sports. A lot of basketball played here in the Rec League, as well as volleyball, men's and women's. Yesterday was the women's championship games. Today it's the men's championship games. And we are right in the middle of game one right here with the Flying Dogs versus Jim Ward's Construction. The Flying Dogs serving right now. And there's a little dink right over the net, and it's going to go outside. And so the point will go to Jim Ward Construction. We'll get a shot of the score from Mr. Grady Fike so we can keep you up to date on that. This is the first of two semifinal matches that are going to be played tonight to see who wins the right to advance to the championship game here at the Grass Valley Recreation Men's Adult Volleyball. So these are some of the top adult volleyball players that will be seen, and we can see right there it's 10-14. And this is a rally point scoring, as in oh, that one goes in. So that's 15 now for the Flying Dogs as they rotate some players in there, and that'll be the end of game one. Flying Dogs taking it 15-10. So we've got a break in the action here, and that, of course, is a great time for us to let you know that Touchdown Productions presentation of the Grass Valley Recreation League Men's Volleyball Championships is being underwritten today by Liberty Motors. Liberty Motors is proud to announce the arrival of the new 5.7-liter Hemi-powered Dodge Durango midsize SUV that's taller, longer, and wider than before. That's over at Liberty Motors. And Hanson Brothers Construction and HBE Rentals. Hanson Brothers is a local general contractor specializing in residential and commercial site preparation, including earthwork, fire breaks, storm drains, and septic systems. Hanson Brothers Construction and HBE Rentals. Action Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, locally owned by Dennis Aday and his family. Action Plumbing has served you since 1996 and specializes in the service and repair or replacement of any residential heating and air conditioning unit. That's Action Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. And a brand new underwriter for us here, and we sure are happy to have them on the air, the Beam Easy Living Center. The Beam Center is not just the home of the Beam Central Vacuum System. They are your local source for home entertainment with TVs from 13 to 73 inches and surround sound audio for your home theater needs. That's the Beam Easy Living Center. And, of course, by Touchdown Productions, Championship Television for the Foothills, underwritten by local businesses with free and legal speech. Thank you for inviting us into your living rooms each week and choosing the Foothill Game of the Week as part of your family viewing. We know that you can watch any show that you want, and we really do appreciate you tuning in as we celebrate the end of our 7th season, presenting the best in local sports. And that means volleyball of all types. Oh, and there's a nice net battle with the Flying Dogs winning that, and they'll take a 1-0 lead in the second game here. This is the best out of 3 to see who goes on to the championship game, which will be a best out of 5. We'll run down the team members here for you, although I do not know who they are personally. We'll try and find out that information. Okay, there's unable to set the ball right there, and the point goes over to Jim Ward. So 1-1 here, second game. Service deep. Oh, beautiful tip right over there at the net. Right on top of that, our Jim Ward Construction has, oh, the ball saved. That was going out of bounds. Tap it over deep. That's Gary Frankel. I know him. Oh, beautiful spike right down the line. And that will give the point over to the Flying Dogs. The Flying Dogs, Jim Frank, Steve Fratrick, Scott Purdy, Gary Frankel, Ray Sawyer, and Bob Kittle. Rounding out your Dogs. Nice setup there. Here comes the set. Here's the spike. Nice block by the Dogs. Nice dig. Saves the point for Jim Ward. And a spike right over the net. Unable to handle it. And it's 3-2. Early going here of game number 2. First semifinal match. These guys have been playing since about 8 o'clock this morning in round robin pool play. Now finally getting to the meat of the matter in the semifinals. There's a set. Nice spike, but it's out. I see the referee's decision. Are they calling it out? Okay, they're giving it over to Jim Ward. And so that's going to tie up the score at 3-3. Later we'll be joined by Sandy Jacobson, our Park and Rec director, as the Dogs come in with a big spike right there. Take a 4-3 lead. And she'll be telling us about the upcoming stuff in the summer for the Grass Valley Park and Recs. One of the things, of course, is the Over the Line tournament, which we'll be televising next Sunday for you. There's a nice tip up right there, saved. Able to get it over, but it's going to go out of bounds. So nice try there by Jim Ward as they try to control the ball. Unable to do it, though, as the other teams are practicing over on the other side, and they will have to get a loose ball that's coming in here. We'll be moving this judges tower here for the second match as play continues. Little dink over the middle, easily covered by the Wards. Oh, and drops it right where they ain't. And that's what the Wards needed. Now they get the side out and the serve. They got the point. 4 serving 5. Nice dig. Up. Set. There's Gary. He'll put it in right off the guy's hand. So point over to the Dogs. 6-4. Deep serve. There's a set over into the side. Nice up. Backcourt hit. Here's a deep. Easily picked up. Nice set at the net. Beautiful block. Wow, he really skied up there to block that. Ball went out of bounds, though. And so the point goes to the Dogs. 7-4. And there's a block. Goes out of bounds as well. Another point for the Dogs. Dog Mania. Dogs winning the first game 15-10. Leading 8-4 right now. And looks like they want to get to that championship game. There's a nice save. Center of the court. Set. Deep set. Out of bounds. So a little ball handling error there by the Dogs is going to give Jim Ward their 5th point. And the service should be 5 serving 8. Maybe we can get Grady over there to take a look at the score again, guys. And that'll help us out. Okie dokie. And we're still missing one of our cameramen. Okay, so it's 8 versus 6. That's what we got. Thank you very much. And a long serve by Jim Wards is going to give the Dogs their 9th point. So that makes it 9-6 now in favor of your Dogs. Out. Service way out on the right-hand side. So we have 7 serving 9 here. Nice deep serve. Up. Put down, no good. Hit it right in the center right there. He kind of got one arm on it. Deflected it off to the side. And that's going to give the Dogs their 10th point, leading 10-7. Gary Frankel serves the ball. There's a nice back row dig. Frankel brings it up. Wards, serve, big spike. Oh, right over the net, back at him, and it falls harmlessly after the nice save. So some miscommunication right there by the Ward team creates the 11th point. 11 serving 7. There's a nice up, a backward set. And foul was called. Not sure whether it was palming or one of our other net violation. There's a tip into the back, set. Just a little easy dink over, and now the Dogs have time to set it up. Here's an outside set, puts it down. Nice save by Ward, but he throws it out of bounds. So the nice save, unable to capitalize on it, and the Dogs have 13-7 as timeout is called. Frankel serving 2 or 3 points there to propel the Dogs into a 13-7 lead. Waiting in the wings is Nevada County Gold and the Barking Turtles. So would be an interesting final if we could get some Barking Turtles and Flying Dogs in there. Of course, we'll have to wait to see who wins that game, but some creative names going on here for these men's teams. And this is just a great organization here. Of course, Grass Valley Park and Rec putting on numerous events as play resumes. So 1 point match right now. Match point, game point, 14-7. Frankel still holding serve as he puts it down. Comes right into the center. Dogs able to get it. Outside attack into the center. Soft, no good. There's the outside set. Put it deep. Nice set up there. There's a set in the center. Outside. Puts it in. And the ball is tipped. And so that will be it. Flying Dogs winning 2 games in a row. 15-10 and 15-7. And Duckett, we could lose those numbers off of the screen right there. And that will propel the Flying Dogs into the championship game. So Flying Dogs have a postseason record of 7-0 now, season record of 9-1, excuse me, going into the championship game. And you can't ask for a better game than that. 2 straight games by the Flying Dogs over Jim Ward's Construction. And the Flying Dogs sitting pretty, getting ready to bark into the championship game. So while they are changing the net around and everything, we'll let you know that Touchdown Productions presentation of the Grass Valley Rec League's Men's Volleyball Championships is being underwritten by Magnuson's Auburn Toyota. Tony Toohey, David Harrison of Magnuson's are happy to announce the arrival of the Toyota Prius, the new gas-electric hybrid car from Toyota, now available in Auburn. That's Magnuson's Auburn Toyota. And Soft Answers. Owner Dallas Wivholm has been serving our community for many years and specializes in computer problem solving and software creation designed especially for you. That's Soft Answers. And Trips, auto body and paint shop. Accidents do happen. You could just ask Corey and Casey. That's why the Tripp brothers, David, Todd, and Daryl, specialize in collision repair work, and they work with your insurance company to get you back on the road quickly. That's Trips, Auto Body and Paint Shop. B&C, True Value and Home Garden Center. Contractors are always welcome at B&C True Value on the Nevada City Highway, where they specialize in bath and kitchen products and, of course, True Value Easy Care Paints. That's B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. And by Touchdown Productions, Championship Television for the Foothills. This is Gil Dominguez bringing you all the championship volleyball action today, along with our director, John Lindsay, our protege now in college, just finished up his freshman year, worked with us for a number of years, so thanks for coming back, John. And he's directing the show today, along with Brandon Duckett, of course, in the truck, and the whole Touchdown Production sports crew. We got Grady Fike and, of course, Chris Glass. Thank you for inviting us into your living rooms each week and being part of the 23,000 homes that trust Touchdown Productions to provide the best in local family entertainment. And you can't get much more wholesome than what's going on here today in the old gymnasium. You know, it's funny that this gymnasium doesn't have a name. At least it doesn't have a name that I've been able to find out. If anybody knows what the name of this gymnasium is, they can, of course, reach us at Touchdown Productions and give us a call. And we'd be happy to pass that on, because we do quite a few broadcasts from this facility. And I know all the other gymnasiums have names. So we just refer to it as the old gymnasium, though. It's a classic piece of architecture with steel girders and trusses up around the top, and then there's some window skylights that bring in the natural light during the day. So they do have the lights on, but there's plenty of natural light coming in through the roof. So our next two teams, the Barking Turtles and Nevada County Gold, we can run down the names for you right here. The Barking Turtles have Dave Arnold, Curtis Bush, Gary Weberg, Jeff Duran, A.C. Bryant, and Doug Morgan. So, and then for the Nevada County Gold, we have Henry Anderson, Clay Howdy, Lem Howdy, and Craig Howdy. So we got obviously the Howdy brothers there. J.R. Herzog, Terry Muick, Tom Martin, and Chris Dudek. And Sandy and her crew right now are taking care of moving the scoring position over there so we can get you a better shot for the game, and we appreciate their efforts right here, accommodating the game of the week as we bring you this exclusive coverage of the men's volleyball championships. We've never shot the volleyball championships before, and of course during the summer we have the opportunity to bring you many programs that we don't have the opportunity to during the school year because there's so many school sports going on. And this is just one example. Next week we'll be covering the Grass Valley Over the Line tournament, and that should be a really fun time over at Les Eva Field. So come on out and see us on Sunday out there if you want. And then, of course, beginning on June 21st, our marathon Little League Tournament of Champion coverage begins from the Sierra Foothill Complex up in Colfax, California. It'll be Grass Valley versus Nevada City versus Penn Valley versus Bear River versus Sierra Foothill. Both the A and the B teams from each of those leagues as they battle it out to see who has the best team in the major division. And of course that is area 2 only, those winners will play the Area 1 winners to see who has the best major league team, major division team in District 11. So lots of volleyball, Little League games coming your way. I suspect we'll be shooting at least 10 or 11 Little League games during that week. Our first telecast of that will be on Wednesday, the 23rd. And then, of course, we'll be bringing you new games each and every time that we have our show on the air, which is Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. Those are all the nighttime shows. So 4 opportunities. So we should be able to get plenty of these games in, and you can see the latest games by tuning in at the 8 o'clock hour. Of course, Wednesday is at 9 o'clock. But everything else is at 8, and you'll be able to see the top games as we present the whole tournament this year, both brackets, the consolation bracket, and the winning bracket as well. And then, of course, coming in July, our 6th annual coverage of the Little League All-Star Tournament. This year, the tournament's going to be down in Bear River, and we're no stranger to the Bear River facility. Beautiful work that they've done down there in order to provide Little League baseball for their community. And so we'll be visiting down there, camping out literally for 5 or 6 days straight, and bringing you all of the All-Star Tournament, double elimination tournament. So lots of great Little League action that you can look forward to coming up in the weeks ahead as we head into our summer schedule. And, of course, the Horsemen's Coors Nevada County Rodeo Bulls Only event is going to be coming up on at the end of July, and some senior all-star games from down in Penn Valley, which I'm a member of that league, and the top players will be playing down there as well. In June, we'll be covering that event. So as we always like to say, there is no shortage of sports here in Nevada County. There's only a shortage of underwriters to bring them all to you. So we'll keep on trying to do our thing and bring you as many sports as possible, but it's just a plethora of sports up here, from young Little Leaguers to seasoned veterans like we're watching here tonight. And we're going to be getting ready to start our second semifinal game, and there it is. The whistle has blown, and we're all ready to start game 1, but I don't know which team is which.
Casey Rothenberger's here to help you out with that.
Okay, Casey Rothenberger, just sit down here, buddy. Let's put on the headsets right here, and we'll go. Well, that's okay. I don't know too many of the names either, but at least you know what teams they are.
Okay.
Okay, let's open up mic 2, guys, and Casey Rothenberger is going to be joining us. And there he is right there. You can take a look at that camera. Say, hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
As we get ready to start game 1 here. And which team is which here, Casey?
The team on the left is Barking Turtles, and then on your right is Nevada County Gold.
Okay, so at least we have that much information right here. And that's Jeff Duran right there. Former Bear River player. I thought I recognized him.
Yes, and number 5, wearing number 5 is A.C. Bryant.
Okay. So Duran, a dominant volleyball player from his Bear River days.
Yes.
That we've covered many, many times here on the Game of the Week. So nice to see him still in the community.
Uh-huh. AC, he graduated in 2001, I believe, from Bear River as well.
Right.
And he played on their volleyball team.
So the court has been rearranged for us here at Touchdown Productions, and we really appreciate that to give you a much better view. And the game is underway. Oh!
There's Henry Anderson with the kill.
Henry Anderson with a kill right there, and that's going to be 1-0. Oh, I guess we don't have to keep score. We have the score now facing us, so that's good. Oh, there's a hit off of Duran. The ball came in kind of low. He didn't really know what to do with it. Kind of hit it with his fist and put it out. So that makes it 2-0. Oh, big dive.
Nice dig.
Great dig. Duran saves the ball also for the Turtles, but nobody there to help him. But what a great dig by the man in the yellow over there. able to dive for that ball, dig it out. Duran give it an effort over there, but to no avail. So Nevada County Gold jumping out to a quick 4-0 lead here in this rally point game. All the leagues going to the rally point scoring nowadays.
Oh, that's the net calls. It's a rule. As long as it hits the net and goes over, it's still playable.
That's right, and part of this new rally point system, which speeds up play. Hit the barrier right there, but it's still good. Hit the net and no good. So Duran trying to save it, hits it up and hits one of these steel girders that we were talking about.
Yeah.
Ball comes back down, and Nevada County Gold still in control with 5-0. There's a tip up there, Bryant, AC Bryant.
And
right down by Henry Anderson. He's playing the middle right there. Able to put that ball right down.
It's that overpass. You got to keep the passes off the net. Because good teams like this will put it right down back in your face.
There's Duran going up high, just putting the little dink on the ball right into the center of the Gold team. And he gets the Barking Turtles their first point.
AC Bryant back to serve.
He'll send it deep, easily handled by the Gold. Oh, and there's the dominance of Hendry right there, playing in the center. That ball comes anywhere near the net. He's got great vertical leaping, it looks like.
Yes. He also sets for them, I believe, occasionally.
So the advantage goes back to the Gold now.
Free ball over the net. And the block.
Yeah, Duran skying for that block. Now goes to the other side, tries to block it. Just his mere presence, though, made the other player lift it up and over him, which caused the ball to go out of bounds. So good hustle there by Duran on the defense. That makes it 2-7 right now. There's a serve right into the center.
Jeff Duran hit the net. It's automatic side out.
So net violation for the Turtles. Side out going over to the Gold and the point, which is a very dangerous thing here in rally point. Anything that happens, the other team's going to automatically get a point. So it's not like the old scoring system where you had to have the advantage and be serving.
Yes, the pressure's tough to get your serve in. Off the block and down on the Barking Turtles court, so the point goes to Nevada County Gold.
Duran skying up there to try and make that block, but it hits his massive tree trunk arm and ricochets. Ricochets out of bounds.
Yeah. Deep serve. Setting the back row, they call it a 10-foot set.
And there's a nice try defensively, but to no avail as the Gold able to send it right down, spike it right down. 10-2, Gold running away from it here in game one. Duran saves it for his team. Oh, my!
There's the overpass, and Duran took advantage of it.
How many times have we seen Jeff do that?
He has that great vertical leap where he just gets above the block.
Bear River, some of the most dominant volleyball teams ever when Duran played.
Yes.
Unable to capitalize on the service, though. It makes it 11-3 for the Gold.
This is J.R. Herzog, I believe, back to serve.
Okay, and we can see right here, I imagine we're going to see the Duran replay. Here it is right here. You see him go up and pound that ball down. Great play there by Duran as we come back to live action.
There's a net called on Barking Turtles.
So 12-4, and now the Gold bringing in some of their subs. Get a little work in here prior to the championship game, kind of rest their guys.
Cale Hottie with the serve.
Bryant trying to send it deep. No good, though. Picked up by the Gold. Oh, there's a little dink right there.
He hit it right in the hole.
That's right. Hit them where they aim.
Yes. That's a good strategy for the Gold team because the Turtles only have 4 players, so there's obviously going to be a lot of holes, and the Turtles are going to do their best to fill them, but
And why do the Turtles only have 4 players? They're just missing some guys
I
today?
think 2 other players are out of town.
Oh, and so for them to make it to the semifinals with 4 players, I think that's really a big accomplishment for them.
It is. We played them earlier today and we lost.
To 4 players?
Yes, they play really well.
Okay, so there it is. Game 1 going over to
Nevada County Gold.
Nevada County Gold, which is playing with 6 players to 4 players. You think they would have been able to pick up a couple guys for the semifinals?
You can do that during regular season play, but during the playoffs they don't allow that.
Uh-huh.
You have to have everyone on your roster play with you for the playoffs and the finals. It kind of makes it more fair.
Well, right, you don't want to bring in any ringers or anything like that, but obviously
True.
if you have teams that are short of players, that doesn't make it fair either. Of course, they're in the semifinals with 4 players, so that's some dominance right there for you.
They play very well. They mesh really well together. They have their system. It's called a diamond. They have 3 in the front, 1 in the back row.
Uh-huh.
And then they also set the back row.
I did not write it down, Duck. Yeah, I think that was what it was. 15-4. Okay, here we are in, I will write it down in the future, though, please.
There's the ding. Now Duran's going for the holes on the gold team. Looking for the holes up and over the block.
So the Turtles got their work cut out for them. They have to win this game in order to force a game 3.
Yes.
Rally point, 15-point maximum here. Get into the championship game where the Flying Dogs lay waiting.
There's Henry. Henry Anderson with the kill.
Beautiful vertical jump there by Henry. Big overhand smash by him. You can tell he's played a lot of volleyball.
I'm sure. With the back set to Bryant. Oh, and didn't quite get it over the net.
So the Turtles take the advantage, 2-1 here. It looks like they're toughening up a little bit.
Yes, they're getting more serious, getting into it.
Even though there's only 4 of them. Oh, beautiful
nice
save.
Oh, that overpass again.
But Brian can't do it 2 times in a row. Beautiful dig by him the first time, but he hit it so hard it kind of just put up there as an overserve.
JR with the kill hit it so hard, and AC did everything he could to get his hands on it. Net call on the Duran.
No, they're not calling the net. They're calling it a point.
Oh.
He was just so quick with that hand. That ball was up and over before even the ref knew it. So 3-2 now. Oh, single hand. Right, off the hand. We got to figure if you're 4 guys going against 6 throughout the whole day, that's a pretty special team.
Yes.
It would be amazing for them just to get into the finals.
Sometimes with less players, you actually try harder because you know there are holes, and you try harder to get your hands on everything and not let anything drop.
Well, especially if you have 4 quality players like apparently they have right here.
Off the block and out. Point goes to the Turtles. It's now 4-4.
So that must be Weberg out there also then.
No, Weberg's not here today.
Okay. So that's one of the ones that isn't here.
Lift called on Henry Anderson when he went to set.
They're not giving them yet. No, they were at 5, weren't they?
No, it was 4-4 before
okay.
the serve.
So the Turtles have a 1-point edge.
Oh, nice try.
Yeah, nice diving, defensive play. And time is going to be called. No, they're just bringing in a sub.
Substitution.
As if they need some fresh bodies.
If you have them, use them.
That's it.
Bryant with the kill in the middle right there.
Yeah, and you know what? And he did that so effortlessly. It was he didn't even really sky up there very hard or even hit it very hard, but he hit it exactly where he wanted to.
He's one of those hitters that waits and sees where the block is, and then he'll hit it around the block.
Great
or
vision.
through the block, yes.
There's another vision right there, up and over the net, but put it over on the side corner where nobody was. And so now we've got a tie ball game here, 6-6. Into the net. The one thing you do not want to do
with rally scoring.
With rally scoring, exactly right. Oh, your dad's JR.
Yes, he is.
There you go. JR, one of my softball buddies, played basketball with him. I just saw him over there at the door.
He is. He probably came to watch me, but unfortunately my team's out of it.
So I recognize the last name for some reason, and now I know why. Saw your dad over there, and then I put 2 and 2 together. And
yep. He's been playing softball and basketball and volleyball around here for years.
Yeah, no, legendary pitcher in softball, and it was a lot of fun having him on the team my first year playing basketball.
Oh, yeah.
So the Turtles, kind of like the 4 Ninja Turtles out there today.
They are. They're the lone 4.
I guess Duran would be Michelangelo.
In his red?
Since he's wearing the red, right.
Oh. Duran under the net, but no call.
And he exchanges a high five right there with Anderson. Both good sports playing the game today. 9-7, your gold team ahead. As Duran makes the set. Over for Bryant. Sends it deep.
Puts it down. They tried, but they couldn't get their hands on it.
So Bryant, once again, looking as he's jumping up in the air to see where everyone is standing. Tried to split the 2 defenders right there. They both came in to try and get it, and neither one of them could. Here's a nice set out here for Anderson
and Henry,
on the outside.
Once again.
Do not give him that pass.
That's
on the outside.
About a good hitter, he can hit down line or he can hit cross court, wherever there's open court.
And right now he hit it right down the line, and the point was for the Gold. So back to play here. Gold leading 10-8. Second game.
JR with dig by Duran. That was key.
Big dig, but to no avail. Ball went over the net and then was just dinked back over jumping Bryant for the point.
There's the back row set. Off the block. Henry touched it with his hands. So the point goes to the Barking Turtles.
Duran getting a key point for his team as they get ready to serve now. They're down by 2.
What that call was AC Bryant was over the net on the second ball. You can't, until the ball crosses the plane over the net, you can't approach on the other team.
So that's going to make it 12-9 here, and Turtles need to get something going here if they're going to force a game 3. There's Duran on a save. There's Anderson putting over in the corner, but he sends it out of bounds.
Just out.
So that's what the Turtles need right now, as they are down by 2 in game 2 here. Best of 3, second semifinals. The Flying Dogs await the winner of this game for the championship of the Grass Valley Men's League. That one might have been out, but he saved it. There's Anderson off the block of Duran. So the point will go to the Gold team, and now they are 2 points away.
Barking Turtles calling a timeout to get together, strategize a little bit.
So Barking Turtles playing...
Players 5 and 6 just arrived from U.S. Volleyball, over 50 nationals.
2 of the Barking Turtles players arrived from U.S. Nationals Volleyball.
So they just walked in the gym.
Yes. They have 6 now. This could be a different story.
Well, they have 6. They're down by 3 with 2 games remaining. That looked kind of sepia there or something. I don't know what's going on there. Well, this really makes it interesting then, Casey, because they can get back to full strength.
Yes, and these 2 players that just came in are came back from playing 15 over national volleyball, so you know they're going to be good.
Well, that really puts a lot of pressure on them, though, to step right in here into
Yes.
the game situation. I only see one of them coming in, or the other one's emptying his pockets. Okay, so that's Gary in the red, right?
No, I think that
Nope.
is. You know, I don't see his name here.
Okay.
I think his name is Frank.
Okay, well, they've only got 5 in the game right now.
I believe his name's Frank Fish. I could be
Oh,
wrong,
beautiful
though.
little dink by Duran. And now here comes their 6th player. And just like that, the Turtles come up to full strength. And we're going to have an interesting end to this second game. The Turtles just hanging on, trying to force a game 3 as Anderson falls down, makes the set. There's a nice dig. Duran over the net. And
they're setting the ball.
yeah, they're just hitting shots now that they would never be able to hit before with only 4 players.
Yeah.
So big improvement here in the Turtle defense as there goes the up. There's the hit back to Brian. He puts it
right
down.
From the 10-foot line, back row.
So making the adjustment with 6 players. Now they've pulled it between up to 1 point now.
Outside, and the dink.
Oh, big arm hit save right there.
Nice pass.
Anderson setting it. There's a block.
Off the
Oh,
block,
Durant
and
can't
down.
get it.
Point goes to the gold.
So Turtles get 2 points. And now the Country Gold 1 point away. And really kind of unfair situation here developing. But, you know, what can you do? People were busy. Here's the Tana little dink. No good. No
nice
good.
Save. Yeah.
And so what an ending.
Both teams went up and came down on the Turtles.
As the Turtles could have been one of the dominant teams here in this tournament with
Yes,
6
they very well
players.
could have.
Made it to the semifinals with 4. The 6 players come in with 2 points remaining in game 2, and the Turtles trying to hang on until they got their reserves.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate for the Turtles.
A little bit too late.
As they go down to Nevada County Gold 15-12 in game 2. So that's going to be it for the second semifinal, and we're going to get ready to bring you, okay, come on and do that if you want. We're going to be ready to bring you game number 1 of the championship series.
Match.
This will be best out of 5 for the championship. These semifinals were best out of 3.
Yes. And I believe this is rally score to 25 instead of 15 for the finals.
Exactly. The scores will be lengthened to 25, and there will be 5 games. So plenty of good volleyball action coming right up ahead as, you know, we're kind of waiting for our 5th and 6th player to show up today ourselves. One of our cameramen got lost and actually went all the way home, even though he's been here before. So, you know, Walt Baker having a senior moment there, forgetting where he's going. But that's okay because, you know, I'm having a senior moment myself sometimes. So while we're waiting for the Flying Dogs to warm up, which is what they're doing right now, we'll take the Barking Turtles, and as you can hear, I'm crumpling up the Turtles and throwing them away because they are not going to be in the final. But who is going to be in the final is the Flying Dogs versus Nevada County Gold. And Touchdown Productions' presentation of the Grass Valley Recreation League Men's Volleyball Championship is being underwritten today by Liberty Motors. Liberty Motors is your local Dodge, Chrysler, Plymouth dealer. And Gary Alkenbreck is proud to present the brand new 2004 turbocharged PT convertible cruiser, now on display at Liberty Motors. And Hanson Brothers Construction and HBE Rentals. Hanson Brothers can provide you with ready-mix concrete for any project that is computer batched and radio dispatched throughout the foothills and available in a variety of colors. That's Hanson Brothers Construction and HBE Rentals. And Action Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning owner Dennis Aday specializes in residential service, repair, and replacement, and carries a selection of heating and air conditioning units from Bryant, Gibson, and Goodman. That's Action Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. And our newest underwriter on the Foothill Game of the Week, a big welcome to the Beam Easy Living Center. The Beam Center has a 5,000 square foot showroom for you to explore the latest in home theater, plasma TVs, security systems, and of course, the Beam Central Vac. That's the Beam Easy Living Center. And by Touchdown Productions, your source for championship television in the foothills. Be sure to tune in each week on the station you're watching right now, whether it's ACTV, Channel 23 in Auburn, or Channel 20 in Auburn, I should say, USA Media, Channel 23 in Bear River, Colfax, and Alta Sierra, and of course the newest station in Grass Valley, it's NCTV 11, where you'll find only the best in local sports. And you know what, Casey? I think I'm gonna. You got time to talk to you? Okay, let's kill Mike 2 right here, and Casey's gonna take the headsets off. And slipping in here is gonna be Sandy Jacobson, our director of Park and Recreation Services here for Grass Valley. I'm going to open up her mic now, and maybe Chris can spin around and get a shot of Sandy as we talk with her and talk about this tournament and other things that are coming up in Grass Valley Park and Rec. And Jake, always good to see you here.
Thank you very much, Gil. It's a pleasure being here, and I'm just really grateful that you guys were able to make it out today, and especially on short notice.
Well, that's true. We were planning to be here a little bit later, but the tournament was moving along very rapidly. And, you know, one thing that we brought up in the last game, the flying turtles, or the barking turtles, only had 4 players, and they made it all the way to the semifinals.
Yeah, they were certainly missing Frank and Jim. Again, they just returned from the USVBA Nationals in Atlanta, Georgia, where they took 4th, I hear. I was giving them a hard time, where's the medal? And unfortunately, they left it behind. But you could see, you know, how they really turned things around even in those last few points.
Well, it made me think that it was even unfair that they didn't get to be here. I mean, just a little bit earlier, I think we could have seen a Game 3 there.
Again, I give them a hard time. I told them if they bypassed the showers, they could have come right here and maybe made a difference.
Made a difference. Well, one thing that is making a difference in the city here and our quality of lifestyle is all the different activities that Park and Recs put on an annual basis. And so, of course, that keeps you plenty busy over there in your cubicle.
Days, nights, and weekends, and I'm telling you, I'm rarely in that cubicle. You know, hard to return a phone call these days because I'm out in the field. If I'm not here at the gym, I'm at one of the parks, and lately my haunt has been the pool. We open for business on June 14th, and right now we're getting the lifeguarding staff all dialed in and ready to protect our public.
Do we have enough people for that? Or if people are interested in becoming lifeguards, is there something that they can do? Or
no, actually, we were very fortunate this year in that we recruited ample number of lifeguards, and again, really great bunch of kids. I'm looking forward to this summer. The pool parties, I think they're going to really keep, you know, the city folks happy this summer.
Okay, well, that's good. And the pool is a big aspect of, you know, it's the only public pool in the city.
It is in the city. Nevada City, of course, has Pioneer Park Pool.
Right.
They're going to be opening on the 21st, so they're a week behind us there. They're putting their staff again together, maybe a little slower. They have some new management this year, so there's a little bit of a delay getting those things together. One thing I do want to mention about the pool that maybe people don't know is that in addition to our daily swim between noon and 5, we also have a family fun night, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So from 5:30 to 7:30, we're out there, and we encourage families to come out. It's a half-price deal, and it's something that the parents usually don't get involved with too much, but we want to get them out there this year and have them enjoy that nice, cool water in the summer heat.
What a great idea, family night out at the pool. And you're right, a lot of times, you know, you're at home and the windows are open and the fan is on you, and you're saying, God, I wish I could, you know, cool off.
Sometimes that fan's just not enough.
No, it's not, and that's a great opportunity. And then, of course, we have, we're already promoting it next week. We're going to be televising the Over the Line tournament.
Yes.
And that'll be our first time doing that, and that's going to be a lot of fun.
It's always a great time. This will be our 14th annual, although I've only been around 3 years. I've actually volunteered with the organization Freed, who used to run this event in the past. And anyway, with the 14th annual Bob Watson Memorial Tournament, we're out there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. We have men's, women's, co-ed division. I got to tell you, the co-ed is probably the most competitive division nowadays. Everybody's looking for that, I don't know, that ice-breaking team that to come through with the awards. A lot of popularity also around some of the individual awards. We have some ball diver awards for people who lay out the best, and also a hitting award, which we call the Bat Master. And for those people who have accumulated the most number of hits over the weekend. It's really a strategy game.
Right. Okay, and then one more quick thing, and then we got a game going on here.
Yeah, I also wanted to mention that thank goodness to Terry McIntyre, superintendent of schools, putting a recreation leader into Memorial Park. We'll have again for the 4th year running a summer recreation program. This is just a drop-in program, free to the public. Between 10 and 4 p.m. we have arts, we have crafts, we have activities, sports, games. It has been a phenomenal program for our parks, and just keeps the kids active and engaged in some really positive activities. The other thing I want to mention, and hopefully it's not too late, but tennis lessons start up this coming week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Mondays and Wednesdays we have the kids out there, and Tuesdays the adult lessons. We have them beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So come one, come all. And if anybody wants some information, I welcome them to call me, 274-4322, and we'll try and get them involved in something.
274-4432. 22.
You bet.
That's the number to get in touch with Sandy Jacobson, our Director of Parks and Recs for Grass Valley, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you more over next week at the Over the Line tournament.
You bet, Gil. We'll get a few more things in there to keep the public aware of what we're doing so that they don't miss out on any of these wonderful opportunities.
All right, excellent.
How about if I turn this back over to Casey and we get into game 1 of the championship here?
Yeah, because we're already there, and right now we have a 2-1 leading Clip Mike 2 guys, and she's going to be taken off. Thanks, Sandy. And it's the championship game here with Nevada County Gold versus the Flying Dogs, and the Gold and the Dogs all tied up here. And you can go ahead and open 2 now. Casey's back with us. What a great gal.
Yeah,
Sandy is.
she's great. Known her for a while.
So much energy and giving back to the community. I mean, I know it's her job and everything, but she goes way beyond
She does.
what her job entails to bring great athletic programs to the community. So be sure to take advantage of those family things and, of course, individual things like this men's volleyball tournament right here, where 4 is serving 2 right now. And
Off the block and down.
So the Dogs continuing their dominance just like they did in their first semifinal game.
Substitution there.
Anderson serving for the Gold team. There's Frankel. Nice dig deep. Set, outside hit.
That's Jim Frank right there with the hit.
Jim Frank with the hat backwards.
No, the one that hit the ball, but I'm going back to serve now.
Oh, okay. So 5 serving 3. This is game 1, best of 5 series for the championship of the city.
Oh.
And a nice effort to try and dig that out by Frank in the back row, but unable to get it. And the Gold will have the serve here.
Nice serve.
Nice dig. There's a set. They'll be able to put it over now. Outside attack. And it's going to go out of bounds.
Get out.
So a nice setup right there on the serve. They had a nice corner hit. Could have hit it anywhere, and just went for the far corner.
Yes.
Big serve.
A little bit deep.
Had some adrenaline pumping there, I think, as he let that one go.
Yes. Nice pass. That's a quick set. Back set.
And that was a no-look back set there.
Yeah.
He just kind of threw it over there without even looking. And nice play, though. Had a chance for a point.
That's Steve Braddock. He's the only setter for the Dogs.
There's Steve. Another corner set. Over to Frankel. There's Steve again. Another nice set. Boy, he is good.
Nice dig.
Yeah, that one looked like it might have gone out. They let that one go out, though. And so it's a tight game here, 7-6. Gold over the Dogs. Anderson sets into the corner. Nice save by Franco. He puts it over.
Deep.
Franco goes up for the block, but it hits the net, comes back, and the ball just falls harmlessly.
No communication there.
Between Braddock and Franco, both of them standing right there at the net. I got it, you take it. And just like that, it's 8-6 in favor of the Gold. Hits the net, in play, over to Frankel, puts it down, no good. Anderson, he'll set up outside. There's a lift.
That was a double hit.
Okay.
You can set as long as it hits both your hands at the same time, but if it hits one hand before and then it goes off, it's called a double hit.
A little bang bang.
Yes.
Okay, Frankel now serving. Anderson sets, put it down, back row save. Nice saved hit. Gold Country unable to manipulate that safe hit off to the back to create any play, wound up losing the point, and now we're all tied up at 8. So a couple of deserving teams here in the final matches. Nice. High save, right.
Angle. Kale Hawley trying for the save, but unable to reach it.
And that was a very nice, was that Jim Frank that hit that ball on that outside corner here?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Well, it was a nice set. Very powerful hit.
They were able to block it, but not get it back up. Came down on their side, the Gold. So point goes to the Dogs.
Frankel serving for the Dogs. 10 serving 8. There's a one-handed save. Braddock saves the ball further. And a little dink right over the net. Gives the point and the service to the Gold as they are trailing 9-10.
A bump pass. Nice dig. Off of Frankel.
Completely turned him around there. 10-10 is our score. We're going to 25 here in the first game. Raleigh point. Beautiful dig. Unable to capitalize on it, though. As
that was a great dig.
And the gym is pretty much emptied out from all the teams except for the 2 teams that are playing and some of their family. He's hoping to get a word with Jeff Duran, but it looks like he's left the building.
Oh, unable to hit it down.
I thought he was going for a 3-pointer there. So all tied up again at 11. Game 1 for international domination of the sport.
Off the block. J.R. Herzog puts it down, but hits the net on the way.
And he's not very happy with that call. It's okay. Now he's smiling. Teammate goes over there and shoves him and says, get it together, buddy. There's Herzog again. Big hand as he goes up there and gets that ball. Saves the ball. Brings it in. Nice save by the Gold. The corner.
Nice block.
Beautiful. Steve once again sets it up. Now they do the dink. Save. Over.
Puts it
Deep.
deep.
And can't handle. That ball would have fallen in also right into the very corner of the court.
That was a great spot.
So Steve Fraddick knows exactly where to put that ball. And it was going right for the coffin corner. Back set, a little bit too far. Tip over. Saved again, double hit. So Fraddick hitting the ball over. The ball comes right back. He hits it again. And they're called a double hit.
Yeah, because the goal didn't touch it before it came back over, and Fraddick hit it the second time.
Exactly. And out of play on a corner hit. Going for the corner right at the net. And that's going to give the Flying Dogs 14-12. As play continues in game number one.
Quick set, and Herzig puts it down.
Herzig really came across the net right there, flying. Very happy with his play right there, as well he should be.
On those quick sets, it's hard to get a block up there before the ball's down.
There's a big wall right there. Another big wall. So big defense right there by the Gold. One side of the net and then the other prevents. Oh, no, it doesn't prevent. The ball came off the block and went out of bounds. So 15-13 now. Dogs still leading. Nice tip back over. There's a tip.
Down on the Gold side.
Yeah, that was interesting. Just right off of the double block right there. He just hit it with his left hand and kind of rolled off his hand and went horizontally down the net.
Off the block on the Dogs, and Gold gets the point.
And I was just going to say that was their biggest lead of the game, 3 points. And now the lead is back to 2, 14-16. The Gold, 14, serving 16. These two teams pretty evenly matched, I would say, so far in game number one.
Yes, it's a tight game.
Although I would have liked to have seen the Turtles in here. I think they just from the little time that I saw them with 6 players, they looked like they could have been one of the dominant teams.
Oh, that was a great save. Keeps it from going out and puts it back in the court. Double hit, called on Anderson when he sets.
So the Nevada County Gold, their season record of 5-4-1 now, 6-1 in postseason, and 9-1 for the Dogs, 7-0 in postseason for them. So they've had a very good day here in the playoffs, winning 7 straight games without a loss.
That is, they're a pretty sound team. They play well together.
Unable to get it over. Point the Dogs. That makes it 18. And one of the beauties of this, Casey, is that these guys just love to play.
Oh, yes.
Okay, got to stay focused. That's an example right there of not being focused.
Yes. Need more communication.
Play the game, don't watch it. Sometimes that happens to me. Into the net. No good, and timeout is going to be called as the Dogs take the biggest lead of the game, 20-16. And guys going for water well, at least on the Dogs.
Well, the gold strategizes.
The Dogs hydrate.
It's been a long day out here today.
It is a play starting at 8 in the morning. And, you know, I don't know what you can do at 8 in the morning, but apparently there was guys here and they were playing.
I was here.
So that's that means you got to get up like around 6:30 or 7.
Yep.
In order to get it together and come on down to the gym. And
but when you love the game, it's not so bad.
there was 7 teams in the pool play, which I think is less than they were counting on.
Yes, there was 2 teams that didn't have all their players, so they merged into one.
And that created an acceleration of the schedule. So this game, not supposed to be starting till about 3 or 3:30, actually got going before 2 o'clock, which put a crimp in our schedule as well, because we had already called a crew time and time to get set up and play. As the Dogs get the point there, 23-16, 2 points away from winning game 1. And I think the Dogs' domination right here mentally is playing out a little bit.
Yes.
In game 1.
Nice dig.
Beautiful block. Anderson set.
Just out.
That was very, very close. Now it's game point of the championship round.
That's a good, safe serve.
Anderson almost hit it out off his hands to the side. And the ball falls in. And that's going to be 25-16 in game number 1 for the Dogs, as they'll take a little break in the action and regroup for game number 2. And like we were saying, we had to put a little bit of the scramble on ourselves because of the accelerated play. We got the call from Sandy, I think it was about 10 o'clock or 10:30. She gave me a call over at the office where she knew that I would be and said we better get down here as soon as possible. So we called the crew ourselves and had everybody come on down. We still had to go get the commander. Of course, the commander being used yesterday. We were shooting a wedding here locally. So one of the things that we don't normally do, but that was one of our duties last night. So we still had, the commander wasn't even local for us to grab. But we grabbed it and moved it down here. And I think we just missed the first game of the first semifinal. So that wasn't too bad. And actually, the way it worked out, it was better for us because they didn't play the semifinals consecutively like they were going to do. They played one semifinal, then the other. So what that means is more volleyball action for our viewers at home. So we hope you are certainly enjoying it. It's our first time ever covering the men's volleyball championships here at Sierra Foothill High School, part of the Grass Valley Recreation League. And some of the best volleyball players in our community out
for
here.
Sure.
They're out here today showing their stuff.
Many of these men have been playing for years in the same league.
Well, if it's anything like the basketball league, which I can see that it is, there are a lot of great guys out there that can still play the game. And even in the senior softball league that I'm in, that your dad's in, these guys take their softball very, very seriously.
They do. That's their life.
And
at least my dad's, I know.
I know, being a rookie pitcher, I'm getting no respect out there. Okay, here we are, ready for game 2 now. It's the Nevada County Gold versus the Flying Dogs, with the Flying Dogs taking the early one-game lead, best-of-5 series.
With a block from Jim Frank.
Anderson trying to put it up over the tandem block of Frank and
Braddock, I think.
Braddock, right. There's a little punch right there. Braddock sets it. Little dink. Puts it right to him, though. Back row save. There's a nice safe ball. They can set it up now for something, but they don't. Hit the net.
He was trying to keep out the net, but just touched it.
Okay, so 3-0, Flying Dogs. Continuing their winning ways after winning game 1.
Oh, nice dig.
Beautiful save, over into the corner, puts it down. Back over to the Dogs.
We're seeing great defense by both teams today.
Little one-handed poke for the gold. Here's a deep set. Nice save. Brings it up. Safe hit over.
Nice pass.
Gold can set something up here. They do. It's blocked at the net, though. Now it's time for the Dogs. Set it up. Steve sends it deep.
Again, deep.
Great rally going on here for the
Gold
fourth point.
just showing their excellent defense. And Anderson putting it down.
Finally, Anderson puts it away after a fabulous rally there by both teams. And like you said, both showing excellent defensive skills.
Yes. They're leaving no holes.
So Gold fighting very hard for their first point in game 2 here. They didn't want to fall down 4-0. And now it's a 1-serving 3. Off the block of Anderson, out of bounds. Now it's 4-1. So the old Dogs flying high here in game 2. Oh, what a nice dig. Just couldn't quite set it up high enough, though. Another 6 inches might have saved it.
The other player might have been able to pop it up.
So guys sacrificing their bodies out there. Anderson trying to put it down, but hits the net instead. And we have 5-2 now.
Back set.
Almost at the 10-point line there, just kind of hit it with his hand. Beautiful dig, saves the ball, blocked.
Oh. That was a great rally.
What are they calling?
Net on Herzig, I believe.
And Herzig kind of came down funny on his ankle. Not calling for a sub, but obviously in pain. He's limping a little bit, moves into the center position. He says, come on, let's play. And a shot coming right at us, right at the touchdown production microphone. Did not hit it, though. Saved a very valuable piece of equipment there. And it's going to be 6-3 in favor of the Dogs as Anderson serves into the net. Boy, that is not what the Gold needed right there.
He wasn't too happy about that.
As we watch the replay right here of the end of that last rally, and he puts it, nice save, beautiful dig. And the ball going up there, and you can see Herzig rolling his ankle a little bit. As we come back to live action here, nice rally going on. There's a deep save. And the ball falls in. Everybody running up to the upper right-hand corner. And the Dogs putting it down deep into the left corner pocket. And timeout is going to be called right here with the score 8-3. And the Dogs have their biggest lead of game 2 after winning the first game 25-16, which of course is a 9-point favorite.
Yeah.
So it looks like the Gold has got to get it out of their head that the Dogs are the dominant team. Seems
Yes.
like they're kind of messing with their head right now. They don't have the confidence that they need. How would they go about getting that back, you think?
Good passes. You have to really concentrate. I think they're doing a pretty good job. Their focus is there. They just have to maintain it and not get down when they miss a ball or hit it into the net.
Oh, beautiful hit by Frankel there.
Double by Steve Fraddick.
Frankel loves that tie-dye look.
Yeah.
When I first met him in basketball, he was on my basketball team also, along with your dad. Oh, beautiful set there by Steve Fraddick. What great hands he has.
Yeah.
Soft touch right there to grab that ball and literally place it anywhere he wants to on the court.
Yes, he's a very experienced setter.
There it is again. Little flick of the wrist. Doesn't even look back.
Nice high set.
Oh, beautiful block. Frankel jumping up, poking it, doing the pokey. Ball goes out of bounds, though, so great hustle there as the Gold looks to come back now, down only by 2. Into the net.
Again, the key thing when you're playing rally scoring is get your serves in. You don't want to
And-
give the other team those points.
And JR not happy with themselves, and this is where you got to get over
Yes.
making a mistake like that and come back in and play.
Get back into the game. It's point by point in volleyball.
Just like that. And that's exactly what happened right there. Got the point back. And now we'll have a new server for the Gold, trailing by 2. Nice save. Serve into the center. Herzog, nice save. Nice on his hands dig. And Herzog trying to hip check the ball right there. Kind of throw his hip up at it. Maybe that'll send it up in the air.
A little discrepancy. The down ref called a net on the Flying Dogs, and then the up ref called a lift on the County Gold. So point goes to the Dogs. Up ref overruled the call. Off the block of the Gold, and Dogs get the point.
11-7, almost halfway there. We're playing to 25. This is game number 2 of the best of 5 for the Grass Valley Championship. And all the bragging rights therein. Oh, beautiful dig, but can't send it up high enough. And that's going to be a doggy point right there.
That was a nice spot deep in the court.
Looks like they're playing, what, a 4-2?
They're playing a 6-2, where you have 6 hitters total, and then 2 setters. Whereas the Dogs are playing a 5-1, they only have 1 setter. That's Praddick.
Well, that's all they need.
Yeah. They do quite well on the 5-1.
There's those soft hands by Praddick again. We were just talking about him.
One-handed set from Anderson goes over.
Anderson, now he'll set to the outside. Beautiful block right in there. Ball short. Nice dig. Nice save. The ball was already over the net, but he jumped up there and tapped it down further anyway.
Wanted to make sure it got down.
13-7, 6-point lead now here in game 2, and the goal really needs to do something to stop the bleeding. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered right there.
Just couldn't quite get his hands on it.
Sending the ball horizontally across the net, across the field of play. Get the ball in.
Oh, and he puts it down on the gold side.
What a great put down too. One-handed leap.
Nice high set. Oh, but he hits it out.
Yeah, didn't hit it down, just hit it out. That was a line drive all the way over to the bleachers. Bleachers all folded up here because of the extensive room that volleyball needs.
Yes. J.R. Herzog called a touch on himself. Even though the ball went out, he touched it first, so Dogs get the point.
And just some great sportsmanship being executed there.
Many of these players are used to helping the refs out and calling their own nets and being honest. Good sportsmanship.
Well, that's what it's all about if you play sports. When you play sports, it is playing the game, and if you make a foul or make a mistake, that's all part of it.
Yes.
So 10 serving 15 now as Frankel sends it down the line.
Try to get it up. Not quite high enough.
There's your score. There's our referee, our top ref. 16-10 in favor of your Dogs.
Nice up.
Beautiful by Anderson. Good hustle there to save that ball for the gold. Can't afford to lose too many more points here. And there's Anderson. Oh, he goes up sky, and the ball just goes over his head.
The quick set was a little bit too high.
So Anderson playing a great game, but unable to grab that one as it sailed just over his head.
They call a double on the gold.
Nice vantage point we have here, being up on the stage with the game right down below us.
It is. Easy to see everything.
And they're going to call that out.
Nevada County Gold runs that quick set so well. The middle quick.
That's going to make it 19-15. Nice save by the Dogs. Up and long. So a nice defensive play. Turns awry for the Dogs as the Gold gets their 11th point, down 11-19. Nice back set. No, not a back set, corner set. Oh! There was a nice touch on the ball there, falling a couple feet in on the court.
Gold trying to make a comeback.
Down by 7.
Goes out, but Nevada County Gold touches it.
Five points till the end of game 2 for the Dogs. 20-12 is your score. Beautiful block right there as it falls in.
Unable to recover after hitting it.
That's a beautiful net block. There's those quick hands. And they're going to call in the net there.
Yes, on Herzog.
Just unbelievably quick and soft hands by Steve Fraddick has given the Dogs the 22-12 lead here, 3 points away. And at this point, Casey, I'd have to say if every dog has its day, it could be the day of the Flying Dogs.
It very well could be.
If they go up 2-0 here in the best-of-5 series, the Nevada County Gold is going to have a tough road. They would have to win all 3 games in order to come back and be the champions.
And it's hard to do that because the Dogs right now, they're at a high. They're performing great. It's going to be hard to come back and beat them.
You know, you'd think that when they got in their huddle there, they'd bark or something coming out of it, but I guess not. Okay, here we go. Continuation of game 2.
There's a block.
Big block. That's not just a block, buddy. That was a big block. Sent the ball spiraling down into the court of the Gold. Can't touch that one, and it's 23-12. Anderson keeps the ball in. Herzog dinks it over, but throws it out of bounds. And now it's game point, and the Gold mentally not able to keep up with the Dogs as they are poised to take a 2-0 lead. But not before the Gold strikes back.
They're not done yet.
Nice corner shot. Keeps this game alive. Game point. And because this is rally point, any mistake will result in the victory for the Dogs. Out of bounds, though, so
Just out.
there's 2 straight points for the Gold. They need 10 to tie it. Here in game 2, and Herzog again
to the net, costing the game.
Puts the ball into the net. That's his second time doing that in game 2.
And then rally scoring, that gives the other team a point, and just happened to be game point for the Dogs.
So that is game number 2 is in the books, and she flipped it over already, but I'm going to try and remember that it was 25 to 14. So they won the first game 25-16. This time they shut them down 25-14. And
it looks like they're taking down the net. Maybe it was only 2 out of 3. I thought that she said 3 out of 5.
I thought that she said it was going to be 3 out of 5 also, but apparently they're just going to be going 2 out of 3 because the nets are all coming down. And we thought we were going to have a 3rd game there, but apparently we're not, as the champions congratulate themselves here at our first time ever visiting the volleyball championships. Gil Dominguez along with Casey Rothenberg. And before we summarize the game, let's just say that Touchdown Productions' presentation of the Grass Valley Recreation League Men's Volleyball Championships is being underwritten by Magnuson's Auburn Toyota. Magnuson's is proud to present their Auto Approval Center. Good credit, bad credit, or bankruptcy, they specialize in giving you another chance with same-day approval. That's Magnuson's Auburn Toyota. And Soft Answers. Dallas Wivholm is a local software specialist that can assist you in any software problem, specializing in the creation of software solutions so you can be more efficient. That's Soft Answers. And Trips Auto Body and Paint Shop. Accidents do happen, and that's why the Trips brothers, David, Todd, and Daryl, specialize in collision repair work. And they also work with most major insurance companies to get you back on the road. That's Trips Auto Body and Paint. And BNC True Value Home and Garden Center. The Fowler family has been serving you for over 64 years in Grass Valley from the Fowler Center, and is proud to assist both homeowners and contractors with True Value Easy Care products. That's BNC True Value Home and Garden Center. And, of course, Touchdown Productions, bringing you championship television right there into your living room. You don't have to go very far. Just get the tuner, click it over to us, and you'll be tuning in every week as we continue to celebrate what's coming up as the end of our 7th season, presenting only the best in local sports. And so, Casey, game 2, they're passing out the championship shirts right now. And that's going to be quite a keepsake for those players. Let's see if we can get a couple people up here. And I'll see if I can get Gary. Gary, can you bring some of your team up here? We can talk to them. Oh, okay. They're going to get a group photo, and we're going to have to find out from Sandy why this wasn't, as advertised, a best of 5, because they cost us a game here, buddy. We could have had one more game.
My guess is that it's been going on all day. These guys are probably pretty tired.
Well, the other thing is that after losing 2 games to them in such a convincing manner, I think really the handwriting was on the wall. The 3rd game wasn't going to be much different.
Yeah. It would take a lot.
Mentally. Which brings us back to the Barking Turtles. Maybe they could have put up more of a fight against the Dogs, and that was the game I wanted anyway. I wanted to see the Barking Turtles against the Flying Dogs and have an all-animal final.
Turtles and the Dogs.
Right, the Turtles and the Dogs. Well, let's see if we can get some of the Dog players up here. You guys want to come up here? Well, we want to introduce them all, but I guess the manager, Gary Frankel, you guys going to give me some aux 1 on mic 3, and we're going to give that to Gary right now. Go ahead, stand up, or maybe you're too tired. All right. So open up mic 3. He's got the ambient mic, guys, and give me some aux 1 on it, and we can go ahead and talk with Gary.
Did you do good color commentary?
Yes, I did.
Go ahead, hold it up there a little bit. There you go.
Okay.
Gary joining us from the Flying Dogs, and Gary, seems like you guys were pretty dominant there in the championship game.
That was the best game we played all season.
Really?
Our games with that team's been up and down all season. One of us wins, the other one wins. We just had it today.
Well, also in the semifinals, it looked like you guys were taking care of business.
We played really well today.
Good communication going on.
Yeah, we played really well today.
Now,
we passed really well.
Right. Your setter, Steve Fraddick.
Yep.
What a phenomenal player.
He played great today. Everybody did.
His hands are so quick and so soft. It seemed like he was able to put it anywhere in the court that he wanted.
And Ray and Scott were putting the ball away. Bob was playing great defense and putting the ball away and blocking. We just played well today. I mean, it was sort of a solid game. There's no one player on the team that dominates. Just everybody plays a good, solid game. People covered the court in the right places. People hustled.
There were no holes.
Yeah, that was the story all day. Our defense was really good today.
So what about in the pool play? Did you have that same kind of camaraderie and working together?
Yeah. The intensity level was higher in both the semifinals and finals.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, we've played Henry's team many times, and they're always tough matches.
Right. So you win the semifinals in 2 games, and then you guys got to sit out and wait for the next semifinal match.
That was okay. I was tired. I don't know about the rest of them, but even 10 minutes was fine.
Right, and of course that one was over in 2 games, although the Turtles, playing with only 4 players, making it into the semifinals.
They did a good job today.
They got their last 2 players, and they were only down by 3 points.
Well, and they lost one of their players in the first match of the day to a sprained ankle.
Oh, okay.
So they did a great job of staying in there all day long.
Right, I was really impressed with the fact that they were able to show up.
It was a very even league this year, and the tournament was very solid. And the team we beat in the semis did a great job.
So let's talk about the league a little bit. How much fun was it this year? How many guys participated? Is it like the basketball league that we played in? Same kind of intensity?
This is a little more intense, I think.
Wow. Maybe I better not go out.
More young kids. More young kids. There's more intensity in this one.
Well, in the basketball, it was a mandatory 50, right?
Right.
Yeah, okay. This is
all
anybody.
ages, yeah.
Right.
Well, let's see. There were 8 teams in the men's, and I think maybe 12 teams in the women's this year.
Yeah, I think the women had some more teams.
So there were like 8 teams in the men's, and each team is 6 to 8, 6 to 9 players. So that's quite a bit of participation. And this was the most even the league's been in a very long time. because some of the teams that had dominated the last few years sort of split up, or some of the big hitters didn't play this year. So this was a very even league this year.
So are the teams coming in already predetermined because people are asking people to play with them?
Yeah.
Okay,
and some of these teams people played together for years, and sometimes you get different combinations. So
I'll just point it a little bit towards you there. So it's not like in the basketball league then where they made up the teams.
It's not a draft or anything like that.
Do you think that would be more of an even way to do it, or did it just happen to work out really well?
It's hard to say. I mean, like I said, this year was very even. Some of the years in the past, it's been less so. It's varied from year to year. I mean, if we have teams as even as this year, there's no need to do that. I mean, there were at least 5 teams going into this today tournament that I thought could have won it during the season.
Right.
So, and some of them came through big today, and some of them didn't. I mean, we were on today. One of the other good teams wasn't, for example, and they didn't even make the playoffs.
Wow.
So, and they played well during the year. So it was a very even league.
Well,
he knows. He was in it all year and refed it.
Right. Casey Rothenberg here joining us in the booth today, and thanks to Sandy for hooking you up with us. It made it much more enjoyable for the community. We always try to bring in those experts, of course, when we're doing sports that we don't necessarily know that much about, and volleyball certainly is one of those. So very even league this year. And how many years is this for you playing in this?
That I played in it?
The volleyball?
Since '92.
Wow.
And some of these people have been playing for a lot longer than that.
So it's
some have been playing probably 20 years at least.
A 12-year veteran.
Something like that.
And we saw a couple players from Bear River that we'd seen earlier.
A.C. Bryant and Jeff Duran.
Right, A.C. Bryant and Jeff Duran. I remember Jeff very clearly being one of the one of the great Bear River teams a couple of years down there. Very dominant, one of the most dominant teams. I think they won the mythical state title that year, going down to the Santa Barbara tournament and beating all the Southern California teams.
I think, yes, they did. They did really well that year.
So it's
and there were some of the NU JV players this year, because they have a club this year, I think, and so one of those played. I mean, there were a lot of good teams this year. It was a lot of fun. Well, much better when everybody's as even as possible. It makes for much better games.
And volleyball, certainly one of those sports that you can play at any age.
Yep.
So it's not like basketball where the younger guys are going to run us out.
Several of us are proof of that today.
Well,
but we can always use more players. I mean, the leagues have shrunk a little bit in the last since '92, and Sandy's been working great at trying to sort of get them back up. But things run in cycles. But we can always use more young players, especially coming out and playing. I mean, that would be great.
And what a great idea for everybody to get in touch with Sandy over at Grass Valley Park and Rec. And, of course, they publicize that. And we're going to be bringing you more games with Park and Rec so you can see exactly some of the fine athletic ability that we have here in the city and in the county where, like we always like to say, there is no shortage of sports here in Nevada County. People play from Little League all the way up to the Senior League.
To way into their 70s.
That's right. Okay, well, listen, congratulations on your championship today.
Well, my team.
Your team's
the team played great today.
Right. That's what I was talking about. Yep. The Flying Dogs are the champions of the Grass Valley Men's Volleyball League, and deservedly so, beating the Nevada County Gold 25-16 and 25-14 to convincingly win the league title and the right to be called champions until next year.
Thanks.
All right. And so that was Gary Frankel right there talking with us, the team captain, as most of the guys are getting their stuff together and heading out. Sandy's getting all the chairs together, and, great work for her to run this tournament and all the things that she does. And so while she's doing that, Mr. Duckett's over there trying to solve some kind of problem, but actually we need him in the truck here because we need to do our final mentions. But while he's working his way back to the truck, and there he goes right now, let me remind you that next week we're going to have a great over-the-line tournament for you as we go out and shoot over the line for the very first time on your game of the week, and that'll be over at Les Eva Field. And then starting on the 21st, It's going to be our continuing coverage of Little League Baseball. We'll start it all off with the Tournament of Champions. This year's contest is going to be over at Sierra Foothill in the Colfax area. They have a very nice Little League facility there overlooking the rest of the valley. And we'll be camping out up there for about 6 days in a row, bringing you double hitters, actually, Monday through Thursday. And then, of course, Friday is the championship game with the IF game on Saturday. And then beginning on Sunday and Monday will be area championships, Area 1 versus Area 2, to see who is the best team in the major division in District 11. So lots of great Little League action coming up for you. So be sure to tune in for that. I'm sure you'll recognize a lot of the kids' names and a lot of the families that participate in Little League Baseball. So, Casey, it's Rothenberg. They're trying to type it up for the credits. Do I have it spelled right there?
It's actually Rothenberger.
Burger.
Rothenberger.
There we go, Rothenberger. That's what I forgot to add in there. I just call your dad JR, so we don't say
He's known as JR.
the Rothenberger too much. There's a shot of Sandy right there. She's continuing to take down the nets. And so that's going to just about wrap it up here. But before we go, let me tell you that Touchdown Productions presentation of the Grass Valley Recreation League Men's Volleyball Championships being won by the Flying Dogs has been underwritten by Liberty Motors. The Alkenbrecht family congratulates the Flying Dogs as the men's volleyball champions. And Hanson Brothers Construction and HBE Reynolds, the Hanson family is happy to support adult sports in Nevada County. And Action Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, the Aday family, salutes the character of adult sports. And we saw some great sports character today out there. Beam Easy Living Center, our brand new underwriter, Brian O'Brien, proud to be part of this Grass Valley Adult League Volleyball. And that's the Beam Center. Magnuson's Auburn Toyota. Magnuson's Auburn Toyota is a proud supporter of adult sports in the foothills. And Soft Answers. Coach Dallas Wibholm is a proud supporter of all the sports over at Union Hill School. Tripp's Auto Body and Paint Shop. All the Tripp brothers, David, Todd, and Darrell, love to support local sports. And B&C True Value Home and Garden Center, the Fowler family, has been supporting local sports for decades here in our community. And of course, Touchdown Productions, Championship Television for the Foothills. Be sure to join us next time as we travel to Les Eva Field for another historic telecast as we present for the first time ever the Grass Valley Over the Line Tournament Championship game and semifinals. The Over the Line is a fast-paced softball game, and we'll see some of the best overline players in the county in action right there on your Foothill Game of the Week. So remember, tune in next week. It's the Grass Valley Over the Line Tournament, recorded live from Les Eva Field, coming up on your Foothill Game of the Week. So, Casey, another great season has come and gone here. And how many years have you played in the volleyball league?
This is my first year in this league. I played in junior high and also high school.
Uh-huh.
So this is my first year in this league. I played in a league in Penn Valley, the Gold Country Volleyball League.
Right.
And then a few of the guys from that league joined or created a team, and we played in this league this year.
So you took on the big guys.
We did.
And of course you didn't make it to the semis.
We did not make it.
You're gonna have to get a little bit older, boy.
More experience.
All right. Our executive producer has been, I guess that's myself, Gilbert M. Dominguez. Our director today has been John Lindsay, returning to us from San Francisco, where he's going to school to learn the art of television production. Chiron operator and replay, Brandon Duckett from Bear River. Camera operators, just a couple of them today, Grady Fike and Chris Glass. Walt Baker having a senior moment, forgetting how to get here. Announcers, Gil Dominguez and Casey Rothenberger, proud son of Dad, JR. Underwriting coordinators, Mark Wall and Gil Dominguez. Webmaster, Jamie Pell. And hairstyles by Michelle Brown at The Look. stats courtesy of maxpreps.com. You guys can go ahead and roll that if you're looking at it. And, of course, scissor lift courtesy of Chris and Janice Duckett. Remote facilities courtesy of the Commander. Interesting shot there of some kind of a trash can. Touchdown Productions, go ahead, give us a call, send us a letter, do us an email, let us know how you enjoy our telecast, or reach us on the World Wide Web, www.touchdownproductions.com. So, the Flying Dogs are the champions of the Grass Valley Men's Volleyball Recreation League. Join us next week for some over-the-line championship softball. For Casey Rothenberger, I'm Gil Dominguez and the entire Touchdown Production crew. We'll see you next time on the Foothill Game of the Week. Good night, everybody.